Brazil, and Google Maps has like 2 roads. But if you look at who lives there, it's kind of busy. And these people have no way of describing where they live at all. But in the quarter of the world where addresses work okay, it's very, very frustrating and very expensive, because we all get lost when we're traveling abroad. At festivals, everybody calls each other to say, "Where are you?" And like here, who found the right entrance the first time in this big park? And UPS, the delivery business, they say if each of their drivers drove 1 mile less per day, they would save $50 million per year. So, you know, getting lost is a big problem. It's annoying, and it costs a lot. So you would think, well, we could just fix this. We would just build an address system. But this is the side of the house in Ghana, in Africa. And you can see they've tried over the years all these different address systems. And each one they try for a few months, and it fails, and they stop. And they've spent $20 million, and Ghana still has no proper addresses at all. And in Costa Rica, this is what they write on the envelopes. They write directions. So like from the cemetery, 200 meters south, 300 meters west. And this is what you write on someone's envelope to try and get mail to them. And people are just generally confused in Costa Rica. And sometimes you can just drop a pin in Google Maps and you can share that with people. But it's very immediate. It's good for current location, but it's not good when people are talking across platforms, across devices, and you want to talk about somewhere where maybe you are not right now. So there is a solution, GPS coordinates, because these cover the whole world and they're incredibly accurate. And when I was working in music, I tried to use GPS coordinates, and I said to a truck driver for an event in Frascati, just south of Rome, I gave him some coordinates like this, but he made a mistake. He mixed up a 4 and a 5, and he dropped all of the equipment 1 hour north of Rome, not 1 hour south of Rome, because he made a mistake. And these are really hard to use. Nobody in everyday life meets for a beer at these numbers. So we thought, could we make latitude and longitude much, much easier? So what we did is we took the world and we made a grid all over the world of 3 meters by 3 meters. And we realized there were enough you can label every 3 meter square in the world with a unique 3 words. So that is how you can then refer to that square. So instead of these complicated GPS coordinates, you just have 3 words like gazed across like, and that refers to every 3 meters in the world, including the sea, including the desert, everywhere. And we've done this in several languages. So not just English, we've done this in Italian. So in all of the world, there are 3 Italian words for every 3 meter by 3 meter square. And you can download the app, and it's called What 3 Words, and that means we've labeled each of your front doors of your house with 3 Italian words. You can't change them, it's fixed, but you should discover what they are if you get the app. And what we do is we have this free app for people who don't pay. If you are a not-for-profit organization, if you're working in Africa, you need to get medical assistance to people, we have a low fee. But for businesses, we provide a software license if they're going to make money from what we do. So a couple of examples. This is Pedro. He runs a delivery business in Rio de Janeiro, in that part of the town with no addresses. And they now use 3 Portuguese words for every single customer's house. They have found them out. So you can see maybe on the envelope here, they have these 3 Portuguese words, and then they use the app for the postmen and women to take the parcels to where they go. In South Africa, there's a company using What 3 Words to deliver medicine to people in the townships who have no addresses. And beforehand, they had no way of delivering them. The United Nations have built in What 3 Words to their app for disaster recovery relief, because often in a big disaster. There are no way of describing where things are happening. And this is the site of Britain's biggest music festival, Glastonbury. You've got 200,000 people in some fields, and you have one postcode for everywhere. So it's kind of difficult. And every year we make them this customized map, and you see the 3 words at the bottom, and then they have an interactive experience with 3 words for everywhere in this Glastonbury map. And then people going to the festival use us as well. We have 2 big consumer apps. So this is NavMe, the world's biggest offline navigation app. They've built us into there. You can use 3 words offline when you have no data, because all of our technology is under 5 megabytes. It means you can use it offline. You just need to be able to see the sky. For the Rio Olympics, there are people who are advertising to non-Portuguese speakers. They've added the 3 words to every single listing so that people can easily find where they're going at the Olympics. The travel guides, the hedonist guide, the independent map company, they've started adding 3 words to all of their listings, because these ones in Japan, they're really, really complicated. They want people to really easily find where they're going. And now we have people saying, well, can I add it on my Contact Us page so people can find my business more easily? So each of these people, they start adding their 3 words so that they can find, so they can get found by people who want to find them. Now in Mongolia, we've actually just got going with a bit more momentum. This is like the eBay of Mongolia, M-Market. So that now, because in Mongolia, there are no addresses, it's really difficult to get something delivered. So they put them on the checkout page. They say, enter your 3-word address. They put in their 3 words. And this is now working really well in Mongolia. It's a country 3 times the size of France. It's big. And no one knows anything. And then the drivers in Mongolia, they use the app, and they make those deliveries. So now 1 step further, we've just done a deal with the post office of Mongolia, the government organization, who now say, can we make this, can we enforce this across the country? So people need to use their 3 words. And this happened just this week. And then we're thinking, well, how can this go to the next level? So we talked to Audi, the car brand, and they want people to be able to say 3 words. So you get in your car, you say your 3 words to the car, and then it takes you there. It knows exactly where you want to go to 3 meters. So they just did a campaign. We have a German version, and they found the 3 words Vorsprung durch Technik. This is 3 meters in Brazil, and they drove a car there. And then they made a massive campaign in their magazine, and they're trying to bring 3 words into the mindsets of all of their drivers so that we can bring this technology to Audi and other car manufacturers. So we've been in business a couple of years, and we've been very fortunate to win a lot of awards throughout Europe and throughout the world. We were very pleased to win the Cannes Lion Grand Prix for innovation. And it's great that we've been recognized by the Universal Postal Union, the United Nations Organization for Post, that they feel that our solution is very innovative. And we do this, we have this big global awareness, but we want more businesses to adopt our 3 words. So we would love businesses in Italy, taxi businesses, travel businesses, anyone for whom location is important, to think about building in what 3 words. We are funded by Intel, who you may know, and Horizons Ventures, the fund of Li Ka-shing in Asia. And I would just like to leave you all with a simple message, that the world would be a better place if everybody could easily talk about every part of it. And I would love you to think about how that applies to Italy, the places you have no addresses. And I would welcome you all to download the What 3 Words app and find the 3 words in Italian we have given to each of your homes. And I'm very happy to talk to anyone afterwards if you have any questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's amazing. Thank you. So you can use actually every language in the world for this? Sorry, every language in the world?
We've done 10 languages at the moment. So okay. Italy was number 5.
Are you willing to, use more languages than that?
We are. Mongolian is tough. We're making
Yeah.
3 Mongolian words
Uh-huh.
at the moment and doing Indian. But yeah, we want to do